Yes. Good morning, brother.
Morning, Chief.
Morning. Yes. So 501, what we were proposing to do is that we can list this batch of matters on the 2nd of August.
Lordship, please.
And then 2nd of August, we will start the proceedings.
Lordship, please.
So that week we get Wednesday and Thursday, and then continue on the following Tuesday, because Monday, Fridays are the.
Lord, since,
Can I give my lords an idea?
only a minute, Mr. Ramchandra.
Yes.
Lord, since my lord, the Chief Justice and Justice Khanna were not in the earlier bench, just, my lord, for the purpose of procedural things, earlier there was a direction to file and prepare and file a convenience compilation. Lord, that is fine, but parties may like to add to it.
The links
So
are available.
Yes, my lord.
The links are available. There is
Yes,
a nodal
Lord, we have
council on
put
this
it on,
side. The nodal council on their side may have to
Who is the
be
nodal council on your side?
Mr. Prasanna.
Mr. Prasanna. And
It was
Mr. Kanu Agarwal will be on our side. So whatever, my
Mr.
lord,
Kanu Agarwal.
your lordships may consider fixing a date before which all parties can add to the.
so we
list,
can
my lord.
really say that they can do that at least a week before the hearing. So if parties complete everything on the 26th, which is a Wednesday, that will give all of you enough time. So we can actually say 25th, because that gives enough time now.
No, there also may be a need to file an additional affidavit as far as the serial number 8 is concerned. So that liberty may be granted. We'll do it within 10 days maximum.
So let's say, may I submit?
Brother Call, we'll ask them that they can then prepare the convenience compilation or add to the existing compilation. The usual directions that the two nodal council will sit together and make sure that they prepare a common
Yes,
convenience compilation.
I wanted to ask them, you see this business of additional affidavits, additional compilations. This matter was substantively heard when three of us were there. And somehow at that time, the issue got raised whether it should be decided by a 5-judges bench or go to a 7-judges bench.
Right.
So there was a little diversion. On the basis of that diversion, that issue got flagged and that issue was taken up. I'm a little, if I may say so, at loss to find out now what further compilation, what further additional affidavits have to be filed. There is no change. It's a challenge to a provision. It
It's
becomes
only
an
the
endless-
union which has filed an affidavit
Lord, our
yesterday.
affidavit only reflects, my lord, the position post 5th August 20.
Their position.
My lord, to which nobody would be required to rely. My lord,
In that sense,
rejoin.
that has no bearing on the constitution.
Not on the
Not at all.
constitutionality.
That doesn't affect the legal challenge. We don't have to.
Yes,
Therefore, you
and
don't
we
have
will
to,
not.
in that sense, file more
Lord,
affidavits.
speaking,
Then the union's affidavit may also be disregarded.
See, solicitor, what I apprehend is you will add, give a post scenario. Now, those people will file another affidavit. Because
No,
then they have to give a version of their post scenario. So, what happens is in the bargain, it's a pure constitutional question which is involved in the matter.
correct, my lord, correct. What
Therefore,
I'm suggesting is, my lord, nobody is
Mr. Solicitor,
suggesting
you're
any
not going to
further
rely,
affidavit.
and you're not relying on that affidavit, because in that sense.
That is for your lordship's consumption, my lord,
One
not
more
that the
thing.
other side will be.
One more thing, I mean, after we did this constitution bench on the marriage equality matter, until the last day, we kept on getting additional submissions, fresh submissions, rejoinder submissions. Once submissions have been filed, we have to freeze it at that.
Lordship, please.
So, because, otherwise what happens is, right until the last evening, we got a 1,000-page compilation, which means, this is unfair to the members who are appearing, the members of the bar who are appearing. It's unfair to the bench because, we have got ready on the basis of the record as it stands and when the matter is being argued. So I think everybody must now conform to the discipline of freezing everything before the argument starts.
Sure, your lordship words that will not happen.
That affidavit should not then be taken on record.
I would join the Chief Justice because.
As if 370 scrapping has really benefited, not which then we'll have to deal with it.
But really speaking, Mr. Dave, that affidavit has no bearing on the.
Yes, my lord, it can come on record. I don't.
It is
see
gone,
any-
it's appeared in press very widely today morning.
No, that can't be.
We have-
That's for the press, but that's not for us.
Copy.
फाइल का ये वाली कॉल लिस्ट क्या है?
It is served upon everyone.
We haven't got it. Mr. Mehta. we
I'll
have-
give you in 10 minutes if.
No, I'm sorry you will give. I'm just saying. Just, my Lord Justice Gawai's smile is telling. As I always say, my Lord, bar also
Tell
takes
those,
notes.
कौन सा आपका क्या
Advocacy.
number है?
My
जो
Lord,
है,
she's taking judicial notice.
he's on the
Bar sometimes, my lord, tries and read
Sanjay.
your lordship's silence. May I suggest something, my lord, which would, my lord, meet with everyone's requirement? My lord, there cannot be any reason, my lord, for anyone on this side to shy away from the facts mentioned post 19. I can make a statement, both of us can make a statement. That would not be a justification for deciding the constitutionality involved. But why everyone should
All
not?
right, we'll say this. What we will say. All right, we will say this, that the hearing of the petitions before the Constitution Bench shall commence on 2 August 2023 at 10:30 a.m. and shall thereafter proceed from day to day, except for the miscellaneous days, namely Mondays and Fridays. Full stop. Next. It has been agreed that Mr. Prasanna, Learned Counsel, assisting on the side of the petitioners, and Mr. Kanu Agarwal, Learned Counsel, assisting on the side of the respondents, shall be the nodal counsel for the preparation of common convenience compilations. Full stop. Since convenience compilations have already been prepared earlier, should any of the council seek to add to them, this shall be done positively by 27 July 2023. Full stop. The nodal council shall ensure that the convenience compilations are indexed with the running, are indexed and paginated to facilitate the hearing. Full stop. All the learned counsel shall be at liberty, shall be given copies of the convenience compilation, so indexed and paginated, immediately after the compilations are prepared. Full stop. Once the convenience, full stop, the convenience compilations shall, written submissions shall also be filed on or before 27 July 2023. Full stop. After 27 July 2023, no further documents, no further additions to the convenience compilation shall be permissible, and the arguments shall proceed on the basis of the status of the record as on 27 July 2023. Full stop. The Solicitor General has informed the court that the Union of India, that though the Union of India has filed an affidavit, an additional affidavit, setting out the perspective of the Union government in regard to the post notification developments, the contents of the affidavit have no bearing on the constitutional issues which are raised in the petitions and shall hence not be relied upon
For that purpose.
For that purpose.
One small,
There is.
Even Chief Justice, the synopsis, I think there have been filed
Yes,
all
Mr.
the parties already.
So once again, Justice Call is saying something. Yes, Justice Call. Justice Call.
Permit me to allow speak.
Just 1 second. Justice Call was saying something because he's online.
In view of the stage which this matter had reached, Chief Justice, the synopsis also had been filed by the parties.
that's right.
So unless they want to supplement it, both sides had filed, at least especially the petitioner side had almost completed argument. So the synopsis were already filed. So they may look at to whether they want to rely or, somewhat alteration the same may not be
Justice Call says if you don't want to supplement from.
We need to supplement. There have been subsequent judgments which have come in the last 2 years, which we have to rely on.
That's right.
Okay.
That
Supplement if required. So that.
we've already said now.
At that time, there is, Lords, there are,
Democratic Party.
there are totally,
I suppose.
Lord,
sorry, one.
Lord,
Any additional material which is permitted to be filed by the date so prescribed shall be filed only through the nodal council.
The only concern in asking this kind of an indulgence is, I suppose in a matter like this, in the course of an argument, a perception or a perspective on how look at a constitutional provision, or even development taken place earlier or later, how they could be seen in a particular perspective will be matter for the court and the council to assist the court.
Yes, that's
Therefore, to foreclose everything at this stage would be little problematic. Right?
No, that's,
foreclosing
let
the
there be a,
documents.
That's what I'm saying.
no, only document. Mr. Attorney General, it will become impossible because if people start, filing things, I think this is now, let us follow this as a modality for Constitution Bench hearings, that at least a week before the hearing starts, everybody is aware of what they're going to argue, and then you conclude it with
Well, there
that.
are 20.
All right, only one last thing which I wanted to suggest was this, apportionment of time.
Yes.
I think that's very important. I would suggest that on the side of the petitioners, you must sit down together, decide who is going to argue what
Mr.
point.
Ramachandran is
The-
leading us.
The order in which arguments should be addressed should be given to us in advance by the nodal council. Likewise on the side of the respondents, and please apportion time between yourselves. We might do that before we commence the hearing.
On this
but
side
rather
also,
be
on
happy
this
to
side also will.
My lords.
do that so that we can.
13.
We've done it
My
before,
lords,
we'll
which
do
is-
that. We have 23
Gopal, just give me a
petitions, my
minute.
lords, in this list, of which 14 of them are the challenges, the 370 challenges. 8 of them are prior in time, which are challenging Article 35A. Those actually can await the outcome of these 14.
Correct.
Because if we succeed here, then those have to be heard. If we fail completely here, then those become infructuous. They are on the list. I have in fact
Right.
broken the document.
You can hand it over to the court master, and perhaps what you can do is, this can be added in the convenience compilation, so that instead of now
Taking
taking
at this
documents,
stage may not, perhaps, my lord,
all convenience
Lord,
compilations
taking, my lord,
shall be
would be-
prepared, all convenience compilations shall be exclusively in the electronic mode.
Later.
There is a
Your
need.
Lordship,
Mr. Dwivedi, we'll do that, we'll decide that after the matter opens. We'll not do anything like that right now.
If my lords.
Your Lordship,
Bookmark 13,
Your
Because
Lordship.
just 1 minute.
Army National Congress, the leaders were under arrest at the time the hearings were going on. Finally, they have been able to sign off on the writ petition. We filed that, we have a diary number. Notice may be issued.
Well, let us see, my lord. I do not know. Nobody was under arrest
why don't you do
for
this?
3 years.
It's issues of constitution, Dr. Guruswamy. Question of constitutional validity is common in all these matters, or most of them. Give a copy, just give a copy to the
Or
Solicitor
she
General.
may file an intervention because
We
to
have-
say that.
Whether we treat it as a petition or an intervention, there is a common counter. Just give a copy to the learned
I
Solicitor
have
General.
no difficulty. I am only, my lord,
There is
perturbed
also
by the
an
fact.
impediment, my
Your-
lord.
Lord, I am
My
only, my lord,
lordship.
We just told you what to do. Give a copy to the.
I've taken, my lord, I'll take the copy. There is no difficulty.
Taking a copy is not a problem.
Mr. Mehta, just 1 minute.
Inside. That's important.
There's an impeachment by the people.
Please, an order, my lord. Kindly see.
Your
it
lordship.
is
It's a political party.
All right, insofar as the impediments are concerned, please take it that we are not going to shut anybody out like
Very.
this. But everybody will have to ration time.
Yes,
Because once
undoubtedly.
the first 2 or 3 council have argued the matter, then the others know what has been covered, what ground has been covered. We,
Correct.
therefore, but time has to be apportioned,
Absolutely,
otherwise.
minutes we did it
matter
in the same
goes
sex
on.
marriage case. Minutes
Not
we
only
do
one,
it.
Already passed an order.
Shah Faisal.
Lord, there is, only a minute, only a.
There is also.
All right, one thing, the 2 nodal council, Mr. Prasanna and Mr. Kanu Agarwal, insofar as the intervention applications are concerned,
Yes.
please ensure that the intervention applications are also given to the 2 nodal council. You can prepare in the index a separate head for the intervention applications, number, who it has been filed, and the arguing council. So
And
that,
possibly
and
which
ideally,
side,
if
possibly which side.
both of you can tabulate for us what the essence of the intervention is, that will facilitate.
Only one
There's one
aspect.
small housekeeping detail, minutes in the lead petition, in the first petition in which I am appearing, out of 7 petitioners, 2 petitioners have moved applications to be deleted. Those may be allowed minutes and we'll give the amended cost title. So now 5 petitioners will remain out of 7. The cost title will have to change accordingly. Those who want to be deleted would like to be deleted today, minutes.
What is the IA number?
By
And who are the 2 petitioners? Who are the 2 petitioners who want to be deleted?
one is minutes, Dr. Shah Faisal, the first petitioner, and Ms.
I have an
Sheila.
IAS officer, my lord, working in the ministry. My lord, therefore, my lord, he possibly doesn't want to continue. We have no objection if there are other petitioners,
And
others can argue. my lord.
Number 3, Sheila Rashid. These 2 don't want to continue. 5 others will continue.
IA number ले लीजिए. Numbers
1 and 3.
1 and 3 naam ले लीजिए. Seek to be deleted from the array of parties. The application for deletion
1099.
is not opposed. Full stop. The application for deletion is hence allowed.
And we'll file amended cost title.
The amended cost title shall be filed
Lord.
within a period of 1 week.
Grateful.
Lord, it's my
Your
duty to
lordship.
bring to your lordship's notice. There is a judicial order passed by your lordship's, my lord, in this group of matters, which says the registry is directed not to entertain any other writ petitions on these issues in future. Therefore, I was saying that she may file an intervention. Ultimately, she wants to be heard. Nobody would object, my lord, Ms. Guruswamy, to be my lord, heard. Because otherwise, there would be many petitions coming, my lord, thereafter.
You can treat your writ petition as an intervention
So
application.
then I'll not oppose the
Important is
intervention.
that you have to be heard. We'll hear you. And so that in that petition you say.
Otherwise, many more will come. That's the
As an
apprehension.
intervention application and shall be renumbered. I think
My lords,
because otherwise there'll be constantly get new petitions.
My lords, because this batch of cases known as with Shah Faisal's name, because that's the lead petition, it's going to change now
To
with,
Javed
with his deletion. I had a suggestion. In these large batch matters, if you can just put it in re the issue and that can be the heading. This concerns Article 370, it can be in re Article 370 because every time the name changes, very difficult to keep track of where
There
this
is one
case-
petitioner who is already there to request your lordship to treat him as a first petitioner.
That may be
As
different.
long as that name.
He is
Online. Online.
online, fastest finger first, that I filed it first, so it's.
The article 3.
Lord, last time, my lord justice called, my lord very aptly said that you are doing that fastest finger first. You file it first.
We'll call this as in re Article 3.
In re Article
We'll
3.
say
Yes.
with the
that-
consent of all learned counsel and at their request, the cause title of the proceedings for convenience of reference shall be as follows, : into inverted commas, in re Article 370 of the Constitution. Into right commerce council.
One of the petitions passed to the file. We may be permitted to file an application to bring.
Bringing?
Somebody has passed away.
One of the petitioners passed.
All right.
They need a
Your
the
Lordship.
petition a bit.
Your Lordship,
Just delete that person.
That's come in a petition of this nature.
We'll just
Your
say,
Lordship.
There is no
naam le
list.
lijiye. The permission to delete so and so is granted.
The petition would abate. Alas can't come out in a
Your
PI.
Lordship,
Petitioner number 2. Just just write it down for the court master so we don't make a mistake on the name.
Once you have a submission, we filed the intervention application 2019. We want the reasonable time to also be given opportunity of it.
We've just said but the interveners, we will ration time. The two nodal councils shall prepare a list of interveners. So if there are 500 interveners, we can't give everybody time to argue in the intervention application. We'll see what to do.
Freeze the time filing of the fresh petition, so we file later on the intervention. So
All right, we'll see when it opens up. We'll decide at the end how much time to allocate to the interveners. We'll hear the main council first, and then we'll see what to do thereafter.
Very
I think that.
Great.
2nd of August, 27th is the day for freezing all the submissions, pleadings, etc., and submissions and the case law compilations. No further pleading shall be filed, and we have recorded the statement of the SG that does not have a bearing on constitutional
Not the
validity.
constitution. Of course not.
Your
So
Lordship,
2nd we will start.
Your Lordship,
Your Lordship,
He wants to
Nine-
withdraw an IA.
960.
You want to withdraw an IA?
Yes.
Why? What is the IA for? For intervention. So will you give it to the court master and on a slip of paper? So we'll pass an order on that. Intervention dismissal.
Your Lordship, may allow me to. Your Lordship, please allow me to speak.
Yes, Mr. Manohar Lal Sharma.
Your Lordship, this is a petition, subject matter, what I filed first. Notice was issued by the 3 judges bench, thereafter it referred to the 5 judges bench, and notice was issued also by the 5 judges bench. Pleading was directed to be completed. Thereafter, one judgment also done for some intervention application. Now you also say my name has been removed, some other name is there. I think this is not fair.
Mr.
Let's say
Manohar
my
Lal
name
Sharma,
should
this
be
is always an
continued as
issue
it
when
by
you are
very
appearing,
first
but
day of
now
the
to
issue
obviate
notice.
all this, we have decided to call the proceedings as in re Article 370 of the Constitution, so that nobody
Yes.
feels that he should have been or she should have been the first petitioner. We will.
A stab
The
to the heart.
judgment will appear in the
Once you
report.
also notice was issued in my petition very first day.
Sharma,
Maybe-
Mr. Sharma,
maybe in future
on
you'll
that
also
date
say
itself, I
that-
told you we will not do it like this. So please don't repeat what we had rejected last time. I recollect definitely. Yes.
Your Lordship.
Brother Call, thank you very much for joining in with us online. Take care of your health.
Obliged, Your Lordship.